and we have number B for Mr. Georgie to try. Let's see, Mr. Georgie, which one you like better? Oh my goodness. Mr. Georgie, oh, I don't think he mind. When we talk about grass-fed meat, we can go into so many different directions because there is so many myths created about this topic. From methane emissions to sustainability and prices to taste and to satisfaction in general, there is so many things to be said. In this video, I'm trying to get into some of those topics without getting in a lot of details because there is not enough time to talk about everything said about grass-fed meat. If you want more details about each of the topics we're going to be touching today, I'm leaving the links down there in the description. The first issue we're going to be talking about will be price. And that's because grass-fed will cost you more than 50% compared to grain-fed meat. And because of the better price, there is always going to be someone trying to take advantage of the system and use loopholes in the laws to make a profit. There are rumors out there that says that most of the meat we eat in the United States come from overseas, and there is no way for the government or any other institution to control that. And if you don't believe me, let me tell you a little bit more. And just to make everything a little bit more confusing, there is two clarifications for grass-fed and grass-finished. In today's market, the grass-fed label means that the animal ate grass at some point of their life. It doesn't specify when or for how long. On the other hand, if you see grass finished in the label of the meat you are buying, that means that the animal ate grass for the entirety of their life. Also, if you're buying grass-fed meat, you're going to realize that the meat is going to be bigger and the fat is going to look yellowish. Grass-fed animals becomes ready for slaughtering at about 18 to 24 months, in contrast to the grain-fed animal that will take half of that time, from 12 to 13 months. In the US, most of the cattle is grain-fed, as at about 93% of the meat produced by the US is grain-fed. And yes, there is a lot of debate about this method as it is considered bad for the environment and not a humane way to grow cattle, but it also has its benefits. Second issue, health. In this debate, the most considerable part of it is based on the fatty acid ratios between omega-3 and omega-6. There is a lot of people, including doctors, that will tell you to cut the omega-6 consumption as much as you can. The reality is that omega-6 is needed in your body because of the cell's membranes. They need omega-6 to function. Most of the omega-6 we consume come from vegetables and grains. And as grain-fed meat has been a grain-based diet, we are transferring all those fatty acids into our bodies when we eat it. The bigger problem came in 2016 when the government relaxed all the regulations concerning these nomenclatures, and now it has become kind of vague. A cow can be raised with grass for a portion of their life and finished with grain or grass pellets, and will still be considered a grass-fed animal. Also, not just because you are reading grass-fed on the label, it means that you're eating a healthier diet. Most of the grass-fed meat you find on the shelf, and remember that you're paying premium price for, is being treated with antibiotics and hormones. The label should reflect that the meat is antibiotics and hormones free, but if it doesn't have any reference to it, you can be sure it means that your meat will contain all those undesirable components. Third issue, sustainability. I know this is going to be a controversial topic. It is said that grass-fed animals are better for the environment and society in general. But the reality is that studies made on grass-fed farms prove that methane emission from free-range grazing cattle is way higher than its counterpart. And as we all know, methane is considered a greenhouse gas and definitely not a good thing. I should clarify that this mostly depends on what type of grass those cattle are fed with, and there is a lot of studies done in this area. The study with the better results is based on feeding the cattle with seaweed, and that is supposed to lower the methane emissions by a lot. But the question again, is this method sustainable? As for now, in the US, we use almost half of the ice-free land we have to livestock grazing related activities. From that, about 16% is used for animal cultivation specifically, and the rest is used for raising. Based on that, you can imagine the problems we could face if we shift the full production of beef to grass-fed. How much land we will need just to produce the same amount of meat compared to what we use right now. Fourth issue, flavor and taste. I always compare flavor and taste to beauty because they are in the same category. It is 100% specific to the subject exercising the judgment to say if something is good or not. If we are just talking about taste, leaving everything said before out of the conversation, you will have different results. And based on tests and studies worldwide, the results are kind of half and half. But here in the US, the scale goes to the grain-fed meat for a better and more reliable flavor. The same thing happening on the parts of the world where people will prefer the grass-fed taste over anything else, including the grain-fed. So this is a debate that I have no answer for. The only thing that I can do right now is I can season these babies up and put them on the grill and give it a try for ourselves, and then I will tell you what is my opinion about it. For that, I will be adding salt and pepper to the steaks, as we really want to taste the flavors of it. I will be grilling these steaks using the reverse sear method, and this is definitely my favorite. If you want me to make a video about this argument, just let me know in the comments. Well, Miss Ninja, we have these two beautiful steaks here, and we have a taste test today. Taste test. Okay, they are different. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but we have to figure it out what you like better.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't matter what you do, you're not gonna be wrong. Okay, just tell me which one you like better, and that's it. We have number A and we have number B.
That's what I was gonna ask. So let's start with number 8.
Let me have the knife over there.
There we go.
I'm gonna start with number A. Let's go for it. Yeah. Number A.
Oh wow. Love it.
Oh my God.
Super tender, super juicy. The flavor is very strong. Love it.
Strong flavor. Beefy, juicy, and super tender, guys. This is a good stuff right here.
Well, let's go for number B.
Let's go for number B.
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Major difference.
Major difference?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Ninja, you have a major difference there. That means a lot in this test. So tell me, what is the difference?
To me, this one here, the flavor is way stronger than this one right here.
All right. The flavor is stronger.
The flavor, but the texture is basically the same. Really good, really juicy, really beefy.
So you feel like they taste different?
Yes, they do. This one here.
All right, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
So that's your favorite one?
That's my favorite, which is number 8.
Number 8. So number 8, Miss Ninja, is a grass-fed steak.
No kidding.
Yes. And number B is a regular grain-fed steak.
So my favorite is number 8, grass-fed beef.
And then we have the same problem we have around the world. Number B is the best for me. The better taste, it's a little more tender than the other one, and the flavor of the fat, you have more fat there, it's a better flavor. But again, 50% of the population in the world like the grass-fed, and other 50% like the grain-fed. And there is no way to go wrong with it because it's perfectly okay. For me, both of them are delicious, brother
and sisters.
And I don't think you can go wrong with any way. Of course, you now know the difference between grass-fed and grain-fed, and it's your decision to make. So guys, if we make you hungry, hit the like button.
Lots and lots of them.
Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to leave your comments down there. Any question, anything you have, just let me know down there. We're going to be answering all the comments as we always do. That's all for today, but remember that I love you.
We love you and see you in the next one.